this is Travis with Banner Solutions, and we are continuing our series where we're making spare keys for employees' cars. Today we have an 09 Rav4, and we are going to be taking the original remote head key and making an Xhorse flip remote. We're going to use the Key Tool Max, and then we're going to use the mini OBD tool to program the remote to the vehicle. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now we are going to generate the correct remote, as well as after generating the remote, we will then clone onto the super chip on this Xhorse remote. So in order to start, you have to pop off the back. There's a little notch right here. Put a small screwdriver in there, pop that off, and put a CR2032 battery in. For sake of time, I've already done that and just slid the board back in. So we are ready to generate. So now I want to talk about how do you find the right remote. So on the X-Tool, or on the Key Tool Max app, you go under Vehicle Remote, and then we're going to go to Toyota, because this is a Toyota Rav4. So under Rav4, if you notice, there are only 2 different remotes, and neither one of these look correct. And also, there's really, aside from the frequency, there's no information about what FCC this is. So the other way to look up is, before you pull out the Key Tool Max, I go to the Banner Solutions website, and I do the year, make, model lookup and find the correct key. So in looking on the Banner website, search by year, then make, then model, scroll until you find the remote head key that matches what you're looking for, and look for the FCC number. So on this particular key, I just looked it up, it's an HYQ12BBY. So that is what we're looking for, looking to match. And so rather than going through by vehicle, click up here on the top where there's a search bar, and you could type out the whole FCC, but I found that if you just put the last part of it in, you'll get to what you're looking for. So I'm just going to put in BBY. BBY. So, and you see here, I already see some that are HYQ12BBY. Some of them have different frequencies. So what's interesting is there is a Toyota Rav4 listed here that did not come up under the Toyota Rav4 or when we search by vehicle. So this looks correct. This is Toyota Rav4 HYQ12BBY. And so we're going to select this one, and we will go ahead and generate. So we'll drop the remote in and hit the generate remote. It just takes really less than a minute. It takes a few seconds. And it does give you this warning. It recognizes that there's a super chip in this remote, and it's telling you that when you burn the remote, it's going to clear the super chip. So you have to do it in this order. You have to generate the remote first and then clone the chip. 70%, 80%, okay, done, complete. Okay, so remote is generated. So now let's clone the transponder from the original remote head key onto the Xhorse remote. So we'll go here. The way I do it is I just go to the read transponder. Once it reads it, then we can just hit clone. Okay, and so this is an ID40 online calculation. For this one, you do have to have Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi needs to be enabled before you get to this step. Okay, sorry. So we'll go ahead and hit start clone, just making sure we have internet. Then it's asked us to put the original key in the coil. Now it's uploading. Okay. So now it's asking us to put the super chip into the coil, and it's writing, and it's complete. And that was it. So This key is we're now ready to cut the blade, insert the blade, and then we'll go out to the car. And because the chip is cloned, it'll start the car, and then we'll go through the process of programming it to the vehicle. And so that's next. Follow us out there. All right, so we have generated the correct remote, and we've also cloned the chip. So this key will actually go ahead and start the car, but we still need to program it to the vehicle, program the remote to the vehicle. So we're going to plug in the OBD Mini, and we'll go through the steps. Let's go inside. Okay, so to show that this key has been cloned and will already start the car, on Toyotas, there's either a blinking security light, or on the dash, there's the immobilizer symbol, which is the little vehicle with the padlock symbol that will flash. And that flashing indicates that the immobilizer system is active. So as soon as you put in the key, it will stop flashing. That means that the vehicle has recognized this chip. So no need to program the chip, it's already been cloned. But let's do the remote. So, on the Key Tool Max, we are on the OBD Mini app within the Key Tool Max, and you have to click on it to connect it, which I just disconnected it, but it will reconnect. Okay, so we're going to go under Emo Programming, then under Toyota. And if you look under Model, under Rav4, I don't believe it's going to give us any kind of remote programming. So, and actually this is all flip key. So with a lot of the Xhorse devices, the menus are not the easiest to use. But what we're going to do here is, I had looked it up before, and I believe this is a Type 2 system on the remote. So if you just go by type, it does give you the option for remote system. And here we can select Type 2. And it gives us onboard programming procedure. So basically, once we start execution, you just have to follow through the instructions, which are listed here, for remote adding or remote clearing. All right, please complete the following operations within 30 seconds. You'll hear the system beep after completing. Okay, we're going to hit OK. And we're going to hold down lock and unlock for 4 seconds. And then let go. And we're going to hit lock for 1 second. Notice how we got the double beep. The double beep is a confirmation that it did receive. So it has accepted and added the new remote. So let it just finish the countdown, and then we'll get out of programming mode and test it. Okay. So let's turn this off. All right. Original key and the new key. All right, today we made a new Xhorse flip remote for an existing remote head key on an 09 Rav4 for one of the employees, and we did it using the Key Tool Max and the OBD Mini tool. Let us know what other type of device you'd like us to use to program vehicles. Leave it in the comments below, and then also click on one of the videos on the right to see more of these employee vehicle spare key programming videos. And thank you for watching.